Hey, everybody, welcome to today's Daily Distinction. I hope you're doing great, whether you're watching live or on the replay. Thank you for being here. Got an interesting topic today. It's about who you aren't. You know, we're supposed to find out about ourselves and what's important to us individually, but part of that has to be discovering who you aren't as an individual, as an organization. So that's the question. Who aren't you? And we're going to be talking about that today. Got to get a good example. Jason, man, you are the first in here this morning, and you're hitting it early in Sydney. Good to see you. I hope we get a chance to talk here. It's already Saturday, so hope you're having a great weekend. I look forward to talking to you really soon. Short version today. My grandmother used to say, this was a grandmother line, "You're running around like a blind dog in a meat house." Boy, if that doesn't sound old, I don't know what does. But it was just so busy and running. And man, that's what it's been. You know, we're preparing the run sheets here for the Distinction Summit. And fortunate that Jason's going to be a part of it. And other great folks like Sage Steele from ESPN and incredibly famous character actor Glenn Morshower is going to be a part of it. We've got Larry Winget, Joe Calloway, Mark Sanborn. What a great lineup. Ken Walls, the guru of live streaming. Man, it's all good. Hey, Mark, it's always great to see you. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. Donovan, hey, good afternoon to you, wherever you are today. I know that you were in Tulsa. Didn't know if you're still there or not, but hope everything is good. Happy Friday to you too, Ted. Really great seeing you. Hope you have a great weekend coming up. As always, great to see you, Scott. Hope things are good with you. Thank you for being here. We've got a really interesting thing here. It's about how you got to be clear to create distinction. And I've got what I think is a really fun example to show you about the importance of clarity. Always kicking off with a reminder about the fact that you've got free resources available to you at distinctionnation.com. If you haven't checked those out yet, please do. If you haven't signed up at our Facebook page, just join our Facebook page, Daily Distinction, and you can watch Daily Distinction and get other resources available to you there. But of course, also want to talk to you about the Distinction Summit. It is coming up a week from today. Wow, it is right on us, all over us. Stand out, earn more. The Distinction Summit starts a week from today. You can save $100 off your registration fee when you just use our coupon code that we talk about here, Distinct 2020. Distinct 2020 gets you $100 off. So hope to see you there. As we said, you got to be clear to create distinction. And, you know, it's one of the things that is incredibly difficult to do. Janice, happy Friday to you. Great to see you. Glad you're here. Charles, as always, great to see you every day. Hi, Carlos. Good Friday to you too, my friend. Thank you so much for being here. This clarity piece is often the most difficult aspect of creating distinction. And the reason is, first off, it's really hard to be precise about what we are. It is. I experienced that in my career, maybe you have in yours or your business, because, gosh, we want to be all things to all people, and we want to be well-rounded, and we want to bring a lot of service to the marketplace. Our heart is in the right place, right? I work with a lot of financial advisors, and one of the weird things in that business is when you start in that business, man, if you got $10 to invest, you can fog a mirror, you're a prospect. But as you develop your business, you've got the only way that you can really develop a dedicated, deep, what they call a book and a clientele, is that there's something about you, right? I mean, it's not just, hey, you got some money to invest, I'll help you out. Want to retire? I'll help you out. The most successful ones that I've met were extraordinarily clear about who their clients are. And because of that clarity, they could serve them more effectively. My buddy, Dr. Rick Jensen, talks about a financial advisor, and she only works with people who are involved in the sport of polo. Now, you might think that's a pretty limited marketplace, and it certainly is. But when you think about people who have money to invest, yeah, if you're in polo, you probably got money to invest. But notice how referable she becomes because of the precision with which she approaches her craft. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. We've got exercises to work through that to help you with that, the Distinction Summit. But it's one of the most critical aspects of what's going on. Hey, Darcy, great to see you. Glad to know things are sunny in Fishers. That's good. 200,000 received the wrong absentee ballot. Oh my gosh, Randall. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, Sam, you're exactly right. I mean, I don't know that if it was the sport of cornhole that they'd necessarily have the same amount of money to invest as those that have polo ponies, right? And I know which side of that fence I'm typically on, but it's really difficult. But here's why clarity is also incredibly difficult. It's not only what you are, but what you aren't. And most of us aren't willing to say no to a prospective customer. That becomes one of our incredible challenges. By the way, Larry Wingett's going to be with us at the Distinction Summit to talk more about this and how important it is. But I stumbled onto a company that I thought was really unique and really interesting in terms of of what they do and how they're approaching this. And the company's name is Caddis. And Caddis sells readers. Yeah, readers. Those aren't prescription eyeglasses. Those are readers. That's it. Now, if I'm looking up here, I've got this on a monitor up here, and I want to share another part of what they're doing, and that is the Caddis story. And they talk about their mission. Caddis is a mission disguised as reading glasses. Join up, tune in, and get inspired by a group of highly intelligent, wildly experienced, hyper-engaged humans we now call friends. We are the anti-aging brand. Now, that's kind of an interesting approach, right? They're the anti-aging brand. They say quite clearly on the website, they call BS on 50 being the new 40, on the whole fountain of youth, and on the many industries that are profiting on vanity and fear of age, or the concept of aging gracefully, and on the notion of raging against the dying of the light. Now is what we've got. They say, but now is pretty awesome. Isn't that why? We believe that now is the time to get real about who we are and where we are in life. Being right here, right now is right on. In spite of the fact that the world seems hell-bent on marketing to our long-gone teen vanities or trying to scare us into an early grave. You got to see this website. It's really cool. It's caddislife.com. But what they're saying in this is that, hey, whatever age you are is the age you are, man. Live it, love it, enjoy it. And if you're young, you're not our customer. And if all you're trying to do is to, you're 60 trying to be 30, we don't want you. You are not our customer. And they're killing it in this particular world. It's just amazing. And I mean, you got to admit, I was going to show you some of these here. You got to admit, they got some pretty cool looking readers. And let me make it a little bit bigger for you here. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, what they've got and what they're doing. I mean, look at those. I like that. So, and you would also do a virtual try-on their website. So I can't do it here because the camera is already on this, but you can try the glasses on their website. It's amazingly cool. And if you need a pair of readers, now look, here's the other thing. They're making money. Think of what you can buy readers for at the drugstore, as opposed to this pair that's here is $95. By the way, they let you choose between just reading glasses and progressive lenses. And the progressives do not have prescription at the top, but they gradually go into that. So it's really cool. It's pretty awesome. 61 trying to remain 59. Now, I understand that, Charles. You bet. There you go, Carlos. Yeah, I mean, it's incredibly cool. Clarity begins with taking ownership of one's life, regardless of where you find yourself now. Responsibility takes the wasted emotions that come from playing the blame game. Yeah, who we are is who we are, right? Yeah, fear of missing out. You're exactly right. So that's the key. I mean, part of their success is not based on trying to be all things to all people. Hey, you need a pair of sunglasses. We've got them. Once you play that game, think of who their competition is. Did you notice there was a thing there about sunglasses? but it was sunglasses with readers and progressive. So it's not like the drugstore ones. It's progressive that you can get. And if all you have is sunglasses, now you're up against Maui Jim and Ray-Ban and every other in the world. You have cool readers like this, and you target your market, and you also say, hey, don't worry about trying to be young, just be you, and you is cool, and you can look cool with us. It even says on this, we are a cult of people that are anti-aging. We want to love the age we are. But notice what they're saying is, and part of how you show that you're proud of the age you are is by wearing our readers. Now, I have to tell you, it's kind of interesting to me that part of how they're marketing, don't be afraid to show your age, but how they're doing that is with a product of readers that don't look like readers. Interesting, but incredibly cool. On their website, they tell you who their customer is not. When you're that clear, I mean, that is extremely clear. When you're that clear about who your customers aren't, notice how it really helps define who they are. So one of the things that we're going to do at the Distinction Summit in greater detail, but one of the things I encourage you to think about now, make a list of who your customers aren't. I had somebody write and say, yeah, but what about Walmart? Look how successful they've been. They're everything to everybody. Really? Go try to get a tuxedo there. Go try to buy a pair of cufflinks there. They know exactly who their market is and who they're appealing to. And, what their stores are going to look like and the level of cleanliness and service and everything else at that store that their customer is willing to accept. Would you buy think of Rodeo Drive and think of what the Louis Vuitton store must look like on Rodeo Drive. What if the inside of the Louis Vuitton store looked exactly like a Walmart does here in Vegas? We would think there's something off. They know exactly who their customer is. And Jerry, you're exactly right. They are not everything to everybody. They know exactly who their customer is. So even they are precise about who their customer is not. Sammy, you're exactly right. We have to niche down multiple levels. And as has been said a gazillion times at our National Speakers Association conventions, there's riches in niches. That's where it is. So you got to be clear to create distinction. Clarity is difficult, but clarity is not only who you are, it's who you are not. And when you're clear about who your customers aren't, it lets you be more focused on who they are. So as you know, on the weekends, we just do a quick check-in. That's what we'll be doing on Saturday and Sunday. Also, please put it on your calendar. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific on Sunday. As always, it's the Ken and Glenn Show with a guy named Scott. Glenn Morshower, Ken Walls, and I have a big old time every Sunday night. Hope you join us on Sunday. And if you haven't signed up yet, please join us for the Distinction Summit. We are so excited about it. Jason, you can say readers are usually worn by people wanting to delay a visit. Yeah, absolutely. But, Jason, my last eye appointment, that they gave me the prescription of what, I've got progressive lenses. So it's one, prescription here and a different one down here to read. And that's one of the things that they're doing is just putting it here, even for those folks that have prescriptions. But yeah, I totally get it. I remember waking up one morning and it seemed like my arm got short, because I had to keep holding the menu at the restaurant out a little bit further. Yeah, delay getting older. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, Randall, I had what I always called, I tell a story about that. I had what I always called my funeral shirt. It's a shirt that I had with French cuffs. Jerry, data mining is critical. Yes. I've done some work for the company Click, and they are extraordinary when it comes to that. And man, I'll tell you what, it's so important. You're exactly right. I love that, Charles. Niches keep you out of ditches. That is excellent. Well, hey, everybody, look forward to checking with you coming up on Saturday and Sunday for our quick version of Daily Distinction. And don't forget to use the coupon code DISTINCT2020. It'll save you $100 to join us at Distinction Summit. It's distinctionsummit.com is where you can sign up for that. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow on our next edition of Daily Distinction. See you then.